Hello, I'm Coercer, and we are watching games from ArtifactCup number 29. We are now watching the semifinals, and we're watching the first pair in the semifinals, Tren and Descara. We've seen the first game between these two players, and now we're going to take a look at the second one in this series. This one will be played on Dune Seed. This is a 4-player map. Tren will be playing as the Kharak and Descara as the coalition. Now Descara pushed around Tren on the boneyard in the first game, using his coalition carrier supported by railguns and strike fighters to keep Tren on his side of the map and keep him on the defensive. So it'll be interesting to see how this will play out on this map. Now, since this is a 4-player map, both players have access to another main resource pile right off the bat, so a lot of different builds open up, since players have access to a greater resource income right at the start. We'll be watching this from Tren's perspective. Tren has spawned in down here on this side of the map as the Kharak, and Descara is up here in the north as the coalition forces. Now let's see what's going on. Both players, let's look at production. Both players are just building up their salvage force. Tren did not retire his base runner, since the Kharak base runner is quite a versatile unit. It can construct blast drones, so it's quite useful for some early harassment, and it can defend itself easily with these blast drones in the early game against any light attack vehicles. Let's see what Tren is doing. He has already researched sand skimmer fabrication, so now I expect Tren to go for a double production cruiser rail build on this map. I've noticed that he likes to do this on 2-player maps, since he can much more easily support that without expanding to any of the other resource patches. And I also expect Tren to try and close out this game as quickly as possible, so some early aggression should be expected from Tren. Tren positions his base runner on the artifact that's closest to Descara and also closest to Tren's extraction zone, so he should be able to deliver that one without much incident. Descara has retired his base runner, so Tren should be able to secure the artifact lead quite easily. Descara spots the base runner due to the radar ping, and yes, Descara would have scouted this in any case. Now the other sand skimmer is moving towards the artifact that's closest to Tren, and I fully expect that light attack vehicle to just move in and look at Tren's main to see what's going on. A blast drone has been constructed from the base runner, and it immediately runs away. I guess Tren didn't want to risk that blast drone just for one LV in case there are more here. And Descara spots that one production cruiser way out of position, or rather in a forward position. So Descara should be aware now that Tren is going to be aggressive with those production cruisers. Descara already has 2 AAVs out on the field, moving up this huge dune. Looks like Descara might just move them across the map into Tren's main and try to dish out as much damage as he can, but Tren has constructed 2 assault railguns already, so he is indeed going for a railgun centered early aggression build. Railguns encounter Descara's AVs right in the middle of the map. But these assault railguns already have an armor upgrade, so they're able to withstand AV fire much more than they usually would. Tren has secured that artifact, so he is now in the lead, at least concerning artifact captures, and Tren is now chasing down that damaged AAV, and as long as these railguns maintain that high ground advantage, they should be able to burst down that AAV quite easily. Tren decides to just use one assault railgun to deal with that armored assault vehicle, and redirects his forces towards Descara's main. Descara is building up LEVs in the meantime, and he has a strike fighter in production. Descara already has 6 strike fighters in his hangar, so if Descara deploys those strike fighters immediately, he should be able to pick off a few of these assault railguns before these production cruisers get too close, since the production cruisers have anti-air capabilities, and as those strike fighters launch, Descara immediately loses one strike fighter, and it looks like those production cruisers are just too close, supporting Tren's railguns with anti-air fire, and Descara is losing strike fighters rapidly. He loses all of his strike fighters except one that he still has in his hangar, and is now moving in with light attack vehicles, trying to take out those damaged railguns. He takes out that damaged assault railgun, and is focusing down Tren's heavy railguns in an attempt to prevent Tren from just sieging down Descara's carrier. Descara being very careful with how he positions his carrier, and Tren also constantly building units from his production cruisers. He has 5 assault railguns at the moment. Oh no, 6. Pardon me. I can't count. 6 assault railguns at the moment. And those assault railguns, as long as they keep moving and as long as they don't expose themselves to the carrier too much, they will be able to cut around even those LEVs for quite a bit. Descara is now trying to cut off Tren's production cruisers from supporting those assault railguns, and it looks like he will succeed in splitting up Tren's forces as soon as that carrier can deal direct damage to those assault railguns. Quite a few of them should go down very easily, and Descara then moves in with his LEVs. He is trying to burst down those production cruisers, and I believe Descara also took out 2 assault railguns that popped out from those production cruisers while they were blocked there by Descara's carrier. Descara is now just using his carrier offensively. He is taking down those assault railguns quite easily. They are too close, and another group of LEVs comes in to help out with Descara's carrier assault. And Tren is just moving back with his assault railguns, maintaining high ground advantage, just exploiting the high movement speed of those assault railguns to stay at a distance. And that production cruiser is very close to dying. If those LEVs just keep focusing fire on it, it could go down. It's down to 60, 50 health, 20 health, and it survives. It just manages to survive. Just as 2 railguns pop out from Descara's carrier, and if Descara would still have some LEVs here, he would probably immediately try to burst down the remaining health on that production cruiser. So that could have gone way better for Descara. If he would have taken out that production cruiser, Tren would probably be a bit more apprehensive about moving in again, but now that production cruiser is regenerating health since it's out of combat. Tren is moving in with his 9 assault railguns and 1 heavy railgun, while Descara has a damaged carrier. He lost about a quarter of his health. He does have a support cruiser on the field, but it's supporting these salvagers on the other side. So it looks like he is moving in that support cruiser to try and heal his carrier. Descara is using those strike fighters as scouting tools and for some poking damage on those assault railguns. And the strike fighters are basically scouting, providing vision for Descara's railguns, but of course, since Tren is now aggressively moving into Descara's main, those railguns are able to open fire at will. It looks like Tren was a bit too trigger happy there, moved in too aggressively. He lost a lot of those railguns to Descara's forces. He is down to 5 assault railguns, and again Descara is chasing down Tren's protection cruisers and dealing damage to them as they run away. Now, since Descara also has some railguns to back him up, this could go a bit differently than earlier. But Tren doesn't let up. In the meantime, Tren has secured another artifact, so he is now up 2-0 in the artifact capture score, and he's about to secure a third artifact. So I fully expect, even if Descara chases Tren's forces all across the map to Tren's main, Tren's carrier will have quite a bit of power. It should be able to defend itself quite effectively. Tren did the research, power reserve 1, so he has a lot of power available to him at the moment. Descara being very careful with how he positions his carrier, and he keeps taking down Tren's assault railguns with some good micro, using that carrier to block off Tren's forces and providing cover for his railguns to open fire. Descara is going to lose those 3 LAVs, which have served him well here. They were providing vision and dealing some damage to Tren's forces, but it definitely looks like Descara is not in a very good position here. His carrier is rapidly losing health. Descara tries to kickflip his carrier, but that doesn't really help, as Tren's forces keep firing on it, and he is now down just below half health. Tren is probably feeling very confident at the moment. He still has those 2 protection cruisers. He is building up more forces, and Tren is now focusing on sand skimmers to take down Descara's railguns. Or rather, he is rallying them straight into Descara's main, and that could be very effective, since Descara has nothing here to defend. Both forces are now positioning up on this huge dune, Descara's carrier hiding behind one of the larger outcroppings. As soon as it will be revealed to Tren's forces, it will probably lose a lot of health again. Descara using his strike fighter to provide vision and scouting around to see what's going on. And now Tren is moving in with his sand skimmers, backstabbing there, and Tren immediately targets a logistics module, which will cause even more trouble for Descara, as he will have to replace that, or he won't be able to produce any more units. Descara backs up his entire base and moves it closer to his carrier, while Tren is allowed to use those sand skimmers to deal significant damage to those logistic modules. One is still alive, but he takes out another one, and now it looks like Descara is just below his supply cap, so he's still able to produce units. He has plopped down some AAVs to protect his resourcing operation. I am worried Descara is exposing his carrier a bit too much here, and Tren is just camping out on the dune, reaping the benefits of that high ground advantage, just dealing consistent damage to Descara's carrier. Tren is being careful that he doesn't lose his force here. If Descara would just get some good railgun shots in here, or move in his carrier just under the right angle, Descara could take out a big chunk of Tren's forces. Both players are exploiting this outcropping here. Descara hiding on one side and Tren hiding on the other with his production cruiser and the railgun force. Simply quite interesting to see how this posturing will play out for these players. And Tren now decides to move in aggressively again. It looks like he will focus down Descara's railguns, and another logistics module goes down for Descara. So Tren is not only dealing good damage to Descara's carrier, he's also focusing down Descara's ability to produce units. Descara has lost his entire army in that quick engagement there. He just has a support cruiser providing some healing for his carrier, but the combined firepower of those heavy railguns and assault railguns is proving to be quite difficult to deal with. And that carrier is at 500 health, and as soon as Tren deals with a couple of railguns, he focuses down Descara's carrier, and Tren wins the second game. So the series is now 1-1, and it's all down to the third game of this first semifinals series. So now the stakes are high, and it'll be very interesting to see what these players will do in the third game.